Democrats. On the other hand, we've had 3 out of 4 presidential elections that have divided the country almost exactly in half, which we haven't seen since the late 19th century. And I think the most logical step for the Obama team, having been reelected, will be to go back to the budget deal they tried to negotiate with John Boehner in the summer of 2011. It was something that President Obama couldn't talk a lot about during the campaign because it was about highlighting differences. But in fact, I think you're going to see them move to try to do that. And the key question will be whether Republicans, having held on to their majority in the House, will be willing to consider a deal that does include higher taxes.
And the polarization, no question, is exacerbated after this election, because not just because of who voted, but who was elected. In the Senate, we now have people who are more liberal on the Democratic side and more conservative on the Republican side than the people that they've replaced. And we have a House that has incredibly safe seats, which is why it hasn't changed over. And the reason those seats are so safe is because the districts are drawn so that only that party can get elected, and so the only way those members of Congress could get in trouble is in their primaries, where they get challenged on the right of the Republicans and on the left of the Democrats. So compromising is a real danger.
Well, can I just bring this question to Jonathan Cole? But first I want to say, you were talking about the legalization of marijuana earlier, the initiative in Colorado. It's happened.
Colorado.
It happened. That's what I just thought.
Marijuana, not medical marijuana. We're talking about legalization.
But on this point that we were just talking about right now, because everything I can tell from talking to the White House is that they do plan to move quite quickly, perhaps before the end of this week, to try to reach a deal on these big economic issues before the end of this year, before the cliff hits. What are the prospects for that in the House and the Senate? You work with these people every day.
It's going to be really tough, George. We already heard from Speaker of the House, John Boehner. Remember, he had a big victory tonight, too. The Republicans